Second, I'm trying to get his SoundCloud. Pause a little bit. Let's go back. I don't know if y'all know. I kind of detail. All right, so we're back. I'm Destiny with Evaloutionized Marketing. And if you could just give us two claps just to make sure that you are tuned in live, ready to go. This is the last of the webinar series. I'm introducing DJ Evolution, and I will be in charge of the music through my brand, DJ Evolution. So, all rights are like I don't own rights. Sorry. We really love. It's so human. Um, so just so you know, we're live. I'm here, and I own no rights to that music. So if you want to look to your right hand side and you're interested in that instrumental, I put it down. I just usually just Google like an instrumental that I like of an artist. Some people don't know you could do that, but that's the thing. Like you just if you like an artist and you have your crew around, that's a part of branding too. Like you have more bourgeois or more conservative individuals and they're saying like no offense to artists but it's their expression, it's what they want, but if it has like heavy themes, you have more kids running around, just play the instrumental. I used to work with kids all the time, and I would ask, the teachers like, "Hey, they want to hear this song," and we couldn't come to a compromise, and then instrumentals would be okay. But sometimes parents would even be offended to instrumentals, like if it's a certain theme or stuff like that. So you have to really tune into what people need, and so if you really like a song, an instrumental is amazing. And as a DJ, how would I do it? You could even fuse in different songs, different words to it. So if you're doing like a really cool, like younger event, you can do like the original beat. This is trademarked by Evolutionized Marketing, and then you can put like a really cool song, like Juju on that beat, and then like the kids are turned up to that instrumental with that lyric. So if you have tuned in with us today, we are discussing 180-day digital product challenge. And specifically, the one that I suggest is the 100 apps and subscriptions list at $7.99, originally priced $25. So we will be doing an exclusive look at the quiz. I want to show you the digital products, but I want you to look at the quiz first. With that being said, let's do a recap. So in the first video, Excuse me. In the first video, we're going to get very descriptive, and just look at the explanation of branding. So if you check the first video and you're like, who are you? What are you doing? It says the kickoff webinar. And what I do is I introduce, and I'll bring it back here. Um, let's see, presentation. So I really don't have the So I'm gonna just kind of talk, and I kind of saw yesterday I wasn't good at that, so we'll get to it in a little bit. But I'm gonna need like 2 minutes to get back on the screen. However, in the first video, we talked about the explanation of branding. In that, we looked at anti-ableism. So if you're looking for the video with anti-ableism, you're a little confused as to like which one had anti-ableism. That would be the first video that we kicked off. And we talked about, if you're to brand, do not live in the identity of disability or disabled. In that, you can live in an identity also of not good enough, doesn't finish anything. And when you live in those identities, there is no way that you can leap into this six-figure leap. Do you comprehend, you guys? Comment below if there's any confusion and I'll get to it. But if you're trying to make in this um, adventure we're going through the webinar, if you're trying to make a six-figure leap in this 4 webinar series that we're causing and that we're learning and bringing together, this is the video for you. But if you live in the identity of disabled, not good enough, doesn't finish anything, maybe in the past you messed up on filing something, or you messed up on with a business partnership, and you could even have the identity of I'm not fair. That could be a thing. You have to become strong in your messaging, so much to the point that you can see your problems, see other people's problems, and instantly pitch with negotiations on the spot. With that being said, you have to seek clarity. So if you are showing up with confusion in your branding, people are going to know. So my question before we get started is, comment below. Are you seeking clarity, passive income, or are you seeking to take over a niche, such as being the main authority in that niche? Please comment down below so we can get to it and we can really make sure that we are addressing that in the very beginning. What do you want? You want clarity, you want passive income because you already have what you need. You just need a little money on the side. So you can go on your vacations and hear ka-ching, on your notifications. Or do you need to be the authority in your niche? Like you're seeing everyone congratulate this individual. It's not envy with you, but it's really like you see that and you need that. I need that, and I know that I have where, I have better solutions than that authority. Please comment down below, what is your thing? Next, let's look at, why can I not make a six-figure leap in my business? Am I constantly focused on not being good enough? Is there drama around me? Like, is there drama where I'm like, everyone's against me and I'm in this victim mind state? Is my victim mind state pulling me to believe I'm a failure? Or is my victim mind state pulling me to believe that, oh, you guys are doing this to me and there's failure around? Or is your victim mind state putting you in a space of, well, just don't worry about me. My needs don't matter. Comment down below. What is your problem? When someone walk up on you, what is your problem? Comment that down below. So we all know when we go to a job interview, we're supposed to show up confident, but sometimes we run a business and we fall into periods of times where we lose our confidence and things just aren't working out. There's a word for it, but I'll let you guys figure that word out. But things just aren't working out because we just fell into a space or a time in our life where we just aren't as confident. We're just like, just gone ahead and leave me behind. What is it? My needs don't matter. Just go ahead. Just run your business without me partnerships. Just leave me here to figure it out myself. Or I'm failing. Oh my gosh. Like everybody come save me, come help me. Or I'm not good enough. Oh my gosh, everything I'm doing isn't working. Like we go through that, and that is a sign of a lack of confidence. So if you are to tell people your prices and you're living in this thinking of I'm not good enough, best believe when you tell people your prices and they turn up on you, you're gonna be like, well, maybe, yeah, like maybe they're right. Or you're gonna fight it with anger. You're gonna be like, no, these are my prices and you're gonna respect me. But that's actually a conversation you should have with yourself. When you are saying your prices, you need to use sales objections. Now, I've typed up a template and I created a whole thing on sales objections, but they're for me. Now, I can even create a template for sales objections within our digital product space and digital product portal. But my thing is, would it be enabling you or helping you? Please comment down below. Me creating a sales objection template, would that enable you or would that help you? Would that enable I'm not good enough? Would that enable I'm a failure? Would that enable my needs don't matter? Or will it heal and support it? Let me know below. Next thing I want to know is how do you negotiate? When, someone says that, your salary is 90K, but when you did your research and you're this big researcher, you're the best in the business, but you're still starting out, how do you negotiate? Do you settle because you don't think you're good enough? Do you settle because you think you're a failure, or do you overexert yourself and you're just like, no, you're going to pay these prices, and you in a way kind of sabotage relationships? Who are you when it comes to negotiating? Comment down below as well. These are just like quiz questions, like for the webinar. And this is just something so you could figure yourself out. Next, we're going to ask, what are your main priorities for this first 6 months in the digital product challenge? You're tuned in, and this question says, how does greatness look today? But we want to know, what is your main priorities for this first 6 months? Like, what is your priority? Like, what is it to win? Is it to learn yourself, learn a new niche, learn the game? Like we said earlier, there's clarity, there's taking over authority in the niche, and then there's making passive income. Like, what is your main priorities with this 6 months if you were to commit your 6 months? Next question is, do you love what you do? Like, if you were to do this challenge, like you're to enroll today, do you love what you do? For instance, I did another video on my Facebook group, and I talked about you need I believe it was three R's. You need resiliency, you need like respect. I'll put it up on LinkedIn because I don't have it together, but I told like what you need, and I said you have to have so much respect for yourself that you recommit when you fail. Are you someone when it comes to challenges? where your priorities are all messed up, that when you fail, you cannot recommit. These are questions to start thinking. If so, we're gonna move on. I think you're ready for the demonstration. I think you're ready to challenge yourself. If most of those you feel good answering and you feel confident and you're like, yeah, I think I'm ready. We're gonna move on if they were more positive answers. If they're more negative, we want you to just sit with that negativity and just recollect while we're doing this quiz and while we're doing this demonstration on what is commitment to you. If you have commitment issues and it's the reason why you can't even spend the 7.99 right now, we want you to sit in that energy or sit in that feeling of wow, I can't commit to anything. And that might be I am a failure as, something that's showing up. So, we want you while we do this demonstration to actually really authentically look at I can't commit. Well, you might be a failure to yourself, and that's okay. That's what we wanted to create with our value preposition is a sense of connectivity and a sense of belonging. There are actually other people out there that feel not good enough, that feel like failures, and also feel like nothing they do matter. Did you know that? Did you know when you go within a community of like minds, they could actually help transform you? That's why we call this a transformative hub because when you go around people that are dealing with that, but maybe got through it or maybe are trying to get through it, you have people that can actually support you because you're looking at it from another perspective. You're looking at it from someone that overcame or someone that's attempting to overcome. And maybe the two of you guys can be taken under the wing or under the arm of somebody. So just think about that. Just know our value preposition is a sense of belonging. So you actually belong in your belief, I'm a failure. So right now, what we want you to think about is business mind state, right? In that, we're showing you customer acquisition funnels. There are 6 stages and steps according to glass.io. And no, they are not a sponsor of this channel. However, they have tips and tricks that you can look at online. The first one would be awareness. The second would be interest. The third would be consideration. And today, with our quiz, we're looking at 4 intent. This is deeper inquiries into your product. So, when you have deeper inquiries, like you're looking at the product, but you're confused, you don't know which one to purchase, you would be in the customer acquisition funnel of intent. With that being said, you have a deeper inquiry that I probably cannot pay attention to. So, what do you do with customers like this? You create interactive quizzes. What the interactive quiz does is it pulls you into the funnel of number 5 of evaluation. In evaluation, it shows the potential customer um, just a trial version or a demo. However, when it comes to interactive quizzes, it's not a demo, it thinks for you. It chooses and makes selections for you because if you live and I'm not good enough and I'm a failure, you might be indecisive majority of your time and you don't have clarity. These quizzes are intended for you to have clarity for the client, but you're not enabling the client. The client can actually see that they can think for themselves. So then you can go into the funnel of number 6 and make a purchase, and your efforts will pay off. You will get the dopamine that you need. You will get whatever you need because you get to see that you actually matter and you can think for yourself. So, with that being said, we're going to go into the quiz and you're going to see a live demo of the quiz that we actually made on Canva. If you have not tried it out, you can go on YouTube. There are lots of tutorials, and Canva actually assists you in creating whatever you need in the coding world. However, there are restrictions. When it comes to coding, there are little tiny interactive games you can make. And let me tell you, you could bring that to our 180-day challenge as well. You can bring where you do an interactive Quizlet for people studying. Right now people are graduating from college, high school, kindergarten, all that different stuff. Like if you are a teacher, you can create a digital product and you can do these interactive quizzes where people can study. So you can use Canva. It is free of charge. However, you pay the 15.99 and then you got the pro. This necessarily does not even need the pro. So you can actually keep your resources low and you keep your costs low. You could create these quizzes and you can create your digital products as well. But I just, expert advice, I would tell you that please put your money back into the people that are supporting you. So if you start making a lot of money, take about 5 to 10% of that and invest it back into Canva because they are supporting you. Don't ever be like, I got off on people, I, get to use this for free. Please pour back into Canva because they are providing resources for the community. And we want to create a sense of belonging. When you, like, what would you say, like thieves just don't quote unquote belong, but they do belong some places, So that's not necessarily a truth. However, we want to create a sense of belonging. So, if you are like, oh my goodness, I don't feel like paying this and that, like you have to look at like, does that belong within, a healthy community? 9 times out of 10 it doesn't. So that's what you want to just create with your business's health. So we're going to move on. This is the 180-day digital product challenge quiz. So it asks you what best describes your current business setup. So you have these options here. Just getting started. I made some money, but I'm ready to have someone tell me what to do, or I'm focused launching a scaling digital product. So I'm going to try just getting started because majority of you guys might be going through this. So then it takes you to the second question. How do you feel about your marketing strategy? I post inconsistently. I tried to hire, but I feel disorganized. I'm pretty confident, but I want better conversions and automations. Um, I'm gonna go into pretty confident. So I'm indecisive. I don't know what I'm doing, but I think I'm confident and I just want automations. So then you go into what's your current offer look like now? And then it's one-on-one services or hourly gigs, packages, courses, digital products. So because you guys are doing the digital product challenge, I'm going to put courses, digital products, etc. Then we're going to go into what's your biggest struggle right now. We talked about it earlier. We're going to look at what's a struggle on here. So the first funnels on the customer acquisition funnels is awareness, interest, and consideration. So when we look on here, none of the staying consistent is a thing. The consideration is one on the funnel. So we're gonna practice looking at like a funnel and struggling within a funnel. So um turning views into paying buyers automatically would be a funnel issue. So we're looking at the funnel issues. How many hours per week do you spend on marketing? So um let's see. I'm gonna say 5 to 10 hours. Like I'm busy, but again, I'm trying to delegate. What kind of support would make the biggest difference right now? And if I want a business partner, but look again, let's look at the customer acquisition funnel. The kind of support I want would be if I'm looking at a funnel, would be basically a system. Stay consistent and grow without burnout, right? So then we choose this one because we're looking at funnel issues. I'm kind of like pulling it in so you can see like how it functions and how it thinks for you. But I'm kind of creating this as if I was an individual that has funnel issues. So when you look at it, it says pick your path. What's your evolutionized marketing growth path? And our results for our growth path is digital product creator. Guys, together we are digital product creators. So why not join us? You're a creator in command, and let's automate your brilliance. But here's what that means. And here's how to use your strength to scale smarter. So, who are you? You're building or selling courses, master classes, or digital offers. So, if you tell yourself, I'm a failure, I'm not good enough, look how this funnel speaks to that. Like, you love teaching, creating, but you want a passive income mind state where your system just sells without your constant presence. So, this tells your client who they are. If they believe that they are not good enough, a failure, and their needs don't matter, this affirms that they are who they need to be. But this addresses the need to know like what I'm doing wrong. So this addresses pitfalls to avoid. So what you need to avoid as a pitfall as a digital product creator is launching without an email list. That's something that is a problem with me currently. I kind of post a little bit more on LinkedIn, and it's a no-no. And I don't know much about the email list. So what am I doing? I'm joining groups. I'm making sure that I have a strong network that's teaching. um, Another pitfall to avoid is overcomplicating funnels. So that's what I'm telling you. This lets you know you have a funnel issue and you overcomplicate your funnel. You're supposed to have 6 steps in stages. The number one being awareness, two being interest, three being consideration, four being intent, five evaluation, and six purchase. All you do with the funnels is you go through the stages that these AI companies or these specialists tell you. It's 6 stages. So, if anything, you're overcomplicating these funnels. Next, you're creating without researching current trends and marketing demand. So, you're basically not looking at consideration. So, your first 3 funnels are a problem. You're not looking at the awareness. You want to look at your target market. You're not looking at interest, you're not looking at what people are interested in, and you're not looking at consideration. Like how do I prove my product is superior to my competitors? So you're just not researching and looking at marketing demands. Marketing demands is really looking at your competitors. So the quick wins that we will get is focus on one high converting lead magnet. So example, conversions that consistently close sales for 5 years and beyond. Next, you'll look at mapping out your email automation in 5 steps. So the bonus is sign up for how-to webinars from the email automation company's website. So if you are with Mailjet or if you are with Mailchimp, they do how-to webinars when you sign up for the email automation. Any of the email automation companies do how to webinars, and you can learn the whole crew. You could email back and forth. It is the quickest way to map out your email automation in 5 steps. Another quick win is validate your next offer with a soft launch method. So the best thing to do is A/B test processes that can also be in a company's website, and they have webinars as well. They teach you how to soft launch and all that different stuff. So now you guys get a freebie, and your freebie would be um, the digital product challenge ebook. I'm going to switch that to the ebook. When you guys participate a lot more, I'm giving away the ebook. So the ebook is a different version of the 180-day product challenge, but if you do the quiz, I'll get you a free ebook. But it will be like a shortened version of it, maybe like 5 pages, and I'll include some things in there. I'm still kind of working on this. Um, However, with the ebook, um, just so you know, it does cost. It's $47, so I cannot give that like for free. However, I will let you know I can do a shortened version of it. So this is still being beta tested. So I'm zooming out right now because now your next step is this gives you a freebie, but then it gives you a suggestion, right? So the suggestion is want eyes on your funnel and offer. Hold on. Why is it? Uh-oh. So now it gives you a suggestion, but it kind of cut off. So I gotta work on that. Mm. So it's still in the beta test status. So when I zoom all the way the heck out, let's see what happens. I think I think it just cuts off right there. So I'm gonna let you know I redid the whole quiz. And when I redid it, now it's cutting off right here. So that's easy. I just go back to Canva and I recode. Everything I coded like worked out from here, and then right here I gotta recode, and I gotta call my friends like I gotta make new coding friends or call like the current ones. So here you go. Sorry, it's not official. But I already know what that is because I created it. So it says want eyes on your funnel offers. So I'm just gonna go into my notes and see which one that is. Okay, so it's gonna take a little longer because things on purpose. Okay. Luckily, I have everything on Microsoft Word, and I have everything I typed up. That's what you have to do too when you're beta testing. Don't ever take it for like what it is. Have like backups, um, like readily available. So like if things don't code well, um, you go to your excuse me, you would go to your templates and you can see what's wrong. So when people email you, they're like, "Oh my gosh, like this thing sucks." You're like, "No, actually, I got it right here." Um, so that's a suggestion I can give you. Um, so I kind of okay, it is not letting me see it. Um, so next step would be like you would do basically you do the 180-day digital product challenge bundle. Like that's not supposed to be in freebie. It's actually supposed to be in your suggestion. So it's to help you plan, promote, and profit without the overwhelm of a challenge. So this doesn't work, but I'll work on it. So that's the whole access to that. So here we go. It told you you write this down that your choice that you choose because you're a digital product creator would be the bundle, the digital product challenge bundle. So we go here. Um, let's see, I want to go back. So there's actual different ones. This introduces to you, and it is a little confusion, forgive me. This introduces to you the actual digital product challenge. So if you don't know what the digital product challenge is, it's the easiest way to create passive income. So if your question is, how do I get passive income? Well, the digital product 180 challenge. So here you'll learn, here I am your coach, and it'll tell you why your investment portfolio needs digital products. Basically, our clients are proactive in seeking educational resources and mentorship to monetize their expertise. So you don't know how to monetize your expertise, so you want to further monetize your expertise. There's two ways to it. Um, and you just value personalized results driven coaching over generic solutions and are willing to invest in programs that offer clear actionable strategies for financial success. So here you go, just enroll. So join 100 plus entrepreneurs doing the 180-day challenge. Basically what they want to see is the doubling of their income. This is all available to you guys when you do your 180-day challenge, because this website, you can program it from the bottom up. This was not here. This was not here. And you can just program. You could put this over here. You could put this over here. Sometimes this can go in the center. You have full freedom to create your landing page. So if people think your landing page suck or you don't have a landing page, we want you to join PayHip with us in our challenge. We'll teach you how to create a landing page from scratch. Oh, I'm thirsty, guys. Yeah. So you'll be creating a landing page from scratch. So my problem throughout my entrepreneurial journey is people were like, "You don't have a landing page," and I was sad because I was like, "Well, I have so much potential." Have you ever like went into like I don't know, like you go to the BMW, you go to a BMW auction or you go into the BMW sales lot and you just walk in there and you see your favorite BMW and you're just like, I have so much potential. What would they do? Wouldn't they laugh at you? Yeah, that's how it feels when you are running your own business and you don't have a landing page, apparently. So, here, when you purchase a digital product from us, you can claim your complimentary ebook. This tells you a little bit about who I am as your founder. And this allows you to see how you can start your legacy of wealth now, not tomorrow. So this gives you, because it's just the challenge. This gives you pricing plan because it's a challenge. You're challenging yourself, so you can choose whatever you want. If you want just a digital product, it does come with the chance to beta test the digital product. If you want the apps and subscription, you have the chance to sign up. They all go to the algorithm, and you get into the portal when you purchase. Here, if you want the actual e-guide, which I think is really cool, and I think you should take it, and you can challenge yourself over and over again each time you launch a new product. I think this is the best investment over looking at apps and subscriptions. This can be used over and over again, and you can even make your business more effective and better with this $47 plan. You will finish your beta test with us, but you can keep implementing that into your business and integrating it. And next, we have a minimum of 3 months commitment, and this is our 200 a month um, coaching, but you need 3 months minimum commitment. So you have four options as a pricing plan when it comes to our digital products. So in this, you will see everything's here. This is our course curriculum. If you think we're lying to you, we're not. The lesson plan is here. So this is the one. This is the first week. It's lesson plan for entrepreneurs seeking passive income. And then it's week one. You have the modules. You have your survey because we want to know what we're doing. Like, is we popping or is we not? Then you have your quiz. So you have your challenge here. Quiz number 2. You have your survey here. You have your survey here. So let's look at a free preview. So when you want to do a free preview, you fortunately for us, you would have to sign up to enroll. And this is what it looks like. You get a free preview. However, you have to put your information in here and you have to sign up to PayHip. So if you have to sign up for PayHip, you might as well do our challenge with us. But is what it is. So this is what the curriculum would look like. We're up to about 10 modules now, but it goes up to module 17. So we're up to week 17 in this. You have a study guide here. And I haven't put any quizzes because I'm kind of trying to get, so your tests will come in about right here. So we're getting ready for, it'll probably be just 2 tests. So like week 17, we'll do a test, and then maybe like week 22 we'll do a test, but I kind of want to keep it like week 24, 25 we'll do a test. So we'll test you maybe like module 18. So you'll be, once you get to module 18, you'll be ready for a test. But quiz number 2 is not that easy, but you will know the material. So if you feel cheated and you're like, "Oh my gosh, like I'm sitting here and I'm signing up for this product, what is it going to do for me?" You actually have to pass the test with 85% or higher. So you will actually have to have retention. You have to, it's not just something you could regurgitate. You have to have like retention, like you have to have learning retention, I think. So here's what your ebook would look like. It's already ready for you. These are 3 pages from the ebook. So I would give you about 5 to 7 pages of this. And it would have like some guides here. So here it teaches you the digital product creation process flow chart. It shows you like how you should flow and how you should create a digital product. And you get that, when you do your quiz. This will be ready for you. And it says the 180-day challenge expert overcoming failure one digital product at a time. Okay. So here, if you guys are ready today, is where you would subscribe. So if you're ready to take your skills to the next level, what did I show you yesterday? Type in your stuff here and click subscribe, and it will tell you. You want to know a little bit more about me? Here's our YouTube channel. Here's our link tree. And here's a business referral if you really like me and you want to refer me to someone. And here's our business page if you still need indecisiveness. But if you're a visual learner, we have two different um, things for you guys. If you are a visual learner, I suggest YouTube. If you are kind of more logical, I suggest our business page. So now we're going to get a little deeper into what it is to take the 180-day challenge. I'm going to show you the digital product, and then we're going to go into the first week, and we might jump into the like fifth or sixth week. But this is what it suggested, the bundle. So when you get the bundle, it's different. In this bundle, you get more things. So when you did digital product creator, this is actually the bundle. That was where you just choose your digital product. However, this is your bundle where everything's in it. So you don't have to choose, you just pay $45 and everything comes for you. So this is what will come with it. The bundle is thrown together. So you'll have your challenge, you'll have your template, you'll have the vendors list, and then you'll have the e-guide, and then you'll have the courses here. So when you purchase the bundle, it's kind of easier and you get 70% off here today with the challenge. It's a $150 bundle. However, you get it for $45 today for tuning into our webinar. And all marketing consultations at the moment are 25% off. And it says all March, but I'll change that to May. I kind of come on now. Like I can make it for May as well. So excuse me. You might be like, dang, this is this is ghetto. I'm sorry, it's not. However, you get the bundle here. So you get four products in it. You get 3 products in an e-course, all for the price of $45. So this is why it suggests if you're a digital product creator, this is the best thing for you. Not only do you get the e-guide to print it out and look at like different examples and look at the weeks and look at like just different things to do, you also get into the portal where you get to practice. Like, so this is just learning right here. This is where you get to practice your learning and you get to submit different things, and I get to grade it and tell you what it is. It's not just coaching, you actually get to submit it and make mistakes online. You get to put the practice into action. So that's why this bundle is really cool, because this is the physical copy. It's like when you purchase a book, the book doesn't come with a teacher. This is just the book. So let's just jump into it and let's take a little break. However, we're going to look at the app subscription vendor list, and then we're going to look at the e-guide really quick. And then when we look at the e-guide, we're going to jump into week 1 and week 5. So let's take a break. Okay, welcome back. I'm Destiny from Evaloutionized. Ooh, I was not expecting that one. Okay, one random. That one's by Extensions by Christian, and he's at 8K subscribers right now. So if you like his instrumental, please go and follow him. It's Extensions, Extensions by Christian. There's a couple on here that you can look at, but we're gonna move on. And congrats to all these guys that can remix and copy, music and create it as an instrumental. Excuse me. I'm drinking something. Okay, so um, a lot of this stuff is like I have like so much different things on here, so it's not like you're not going to be able to access it. So I have to get all this stuff ready. Um, but right now, digital products are would be your best lead magnet, to cause interest. And in that, you're going to see digital products. Let's see. Um, So 50 digital products that are easy to make for beginners. We're not going to say all 50 of them, but you could do goal trackers, you could do worksheet templates, you could do holiday cards, daily schedules, business card templates, self-care planners, study times tables, ebook templates. A lot of people on LinkedIn have really good templates. Carousel templates I saw was a need. So it's really a calling for you guys to help us, so this one isn't going through, but we're gonna just start to present this one. So come on down. So customizable checklists, mood trackers. People got you messed up at work, you need a mood tracker. um and then you need budget trackers as well, meal planners. There's so many different things that you can do. There's Bible study plans that a lot of people are doing. World map art. There's also digital AI art that people do. So if you want to put like templates like this for people together, you can create digital AI art that are original designs. You could create digital AI art for greeting cards, coloring books. A lot of people have done pricing templates. You could teach people how to price things. Or you could do this. This is like itemizing, for budgeting. So when you look at this, we're going to zoom in. So this is what you get with the last one. So I don't want to cause confusion. So let's this actually, oh, okay. So this comes into the this will be a part of the digital challenge bundle, as we've seen. So what you're getting is it tells you, hopefully it will zoom in. Okay, it's not letting you see too much. So it'll tell you materials needed, and then it will tell you like if you have Trello. It's a project management and collaboration tool. You can do the free plan or the premium plan starts at $5 per month. Next, you will see Notion is listed on here, and it says all-in-one productivity note-taking app. Because a lot of people don't know what the heck the stuff is. People tell them, you know, it tells you, and it tells you if it has a free plan. Because I would be pissed. I download it and it run my card. No, it has a free plan for you guys. So when I suggest that these are the materials needed, this is what's inside your e-guide as well. So it tells you premium plan starts at $7.99. So you can kind of look at the different templates and stuff that are readily available. So when we go on page 3, because we're just going to skip around, this is first access, okay? So when you look, these are what you're going to need recommended tools for the weeks. So Canva is a graphic design tool and it's a pro plan at $12.99. I think that went up to $15. Hootsuite is a social media managing platform and it's a free plan. However, professional plan is at $49 a month. So when we have the resources that you would need, this lets you know, go ahead, get your wallets out, this what you need for the month. And then you can start to get your products together and what you need, because Sprout Social, it starts plans start at 250 per month per user. So imagine I'm telling you these are the tools that you needed for our program and you don't know how much it costs. I've run into that a lot of times, so I've typed it up for you guys. Next, we have QuickBooks, and paid plans start at $30 a month, and it's accounting and financial management. It's a form of how you can charge people. We have mini chat, which is really cool. It's a chat box automation that actually can go through your IG, through your Facebook, all that different stuff. And it lets you know it is a free version. However, the paid plan starts at 15 a month. Zapier is really cool. It is a automation system, so you can do webhooks, and you can do like just you can connect it to mini chat too. It's free. However, the paid plan starts at 19.99 a month, and it's a workflow automation with webhooks and all this different stuff. So all this is available here, and when we mention it in our program, you already know what it costs. So Google Market Finder is free, so it's a global extension insight. This one, Profit Mel, is free, and it's a subscription revenue analytics. So a lot of analytics things are free. So it also has the free version in here if you want to cut down. So we have HubSpot CRM, it's free, or you could do the paid plan that starts at $30 and it's a CRM system. Calendly starts at $10 a month. A lot of people use that. PayPal Business takes about 2.99 per transaction. So we put that up there too. If you're using certain platforms, Stripe versus PayPal, Stripe is about 2.8, PayPal is about 2.99. So if you print this sheet out, you get to see, ooh, I'm making better at Stripe, but Stripe might have like slower processing. They all have their things. We can't type up all that. We just show you the transaction fees. That's what we committed to. And it also on Stripe has 30 cents per transaction. So on uh, PayPal Business, it's just 2.99%. However, on Stripe, it's 2.8, and then it's a 30 cent per transaction. So I think it's kind of the same thing. Lead page is about $50 a month. So that's readily available with our 7.99 100 apps and subscriptions list. Tells you about Mailjet. You have a free price. Tells you Etsy too. If you want to have like digital products on Etsy, it's 20 cents per listing, and it's a 6.5 transaction fee. So it lets you know. So we're going to get out of this one. Okay, so we're going to remove this. So that's what you got. So we're going to start to kind of close this out. And we're going to close this out with the finale. And we're going to actually go through the digital product challenge. So please give me a break. I'm not going to bully you and play the song again, but please give me a break and please stay in the chat. Comment down below what you're excited to see. Comment down below what you're excited to get to know as a purchase. But just know that apps and subscription list that I just demonstrated is included in your challenge bundle.
We've been at the laundromat all day. We've been out needed in the driveway while back in with that
low waist, fat ass bitch, tap in.
I
Tap,
do not
tap, tap
own rights
in.
to
Diamonds
this
dancing on your
music.
neck, nigga,
However,
tap
it is
in.
the original mix by
Tap, tap,
DJ
tap
Evaluation,
in.
and you
Fuck a
can
nigga,
find it
get
on
rich, bitch, tap in.
mixcloud.com/test,
Tap, tap, tap in. MOB,
test,
icy gang, nigga, tap in.
and
Tap,
listen to
tap,
it.
tap.
This might be the unedited version. I don't know. Enjoy.
I'm looking for Mrs. Bubblegum.
This is when
Oh,
I
Mr.
first came
Chico
up.
Stick. I wanna dun-dun-dun. Oh, cause you so thick. Girls call me Jolly Rancher. Oh, cause I stay so hard. You can suck me for a long time. Oh my God, girl, this ain't a dance floor. This a candy store. And I'm really geeked up. And I got
Just
more
so you
trouble.
know, the lyrics
I
are
roll,
explicit,
it's soft. I know it's the
no
summertime,
edit.
but your laughing taffy got me full. Get loose, get low. Don't be shy. I'm playboy. I know you wanna ride, you a star, and it shows. What's happening? What's up? What's up? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Girl, shake that laffy taffy, that laffy taffy. Shake that laffy taffy, that laffy taffy. Girl,
Do anything you want when you sexy. Money make me feel good. People don't impress me. Shawty, I'm a god. Serious, she ripping up my mirror.
freestyling. Good dope, make my wrist.
Really, you ain't feeling. I know I'm too emotional. Ay, putting me through it. He's the only thing that's been getting me through it. He be coming through it, and I hope you cool with it. I just met your roommate, put him on my to-do list. Doing me, back up on some new, did everything in between. I'm out here, I'm getting stupid. I'm done being exclusive, and you know the truth is that this is useless. I'm back on my. Back up on the scene, out here acting foolish, like I'm 17. I just bought a new whip, don't need gasoline. I just seen your new, lose my self-esteem.
We got the Looney. Shout out G. Let's go to Yuck Man. Yeah, rich. Eat food and Spice Hurricane.
The dose, but what? We don't.
Where you from?
I'm gone.
The dose, but
I'm gone. Faded, I'm on one. Bang, bang. Pop up like a long gun. You ain't making no noise. Get ready to turn up with the big boys. Live fast, die young, that's my choice. Get money like an invoice. Make the money, make the grip. I be stunning with my click. Get it faded till we trip. I love to get on. I love to get to one. The drink be too strong.
Don't trust you. I'm gonna speaking in your front door. Cause even in the door, baby, I'ma shine bright. I'm way too I can do this all night. We've been at the laundromat. You barely made a second.
I should've put you somewhere where no one can find you.
My cousin murdered the nigga.
One that can never impress me. Serious, she ripping up my.
Why you trick making? I know she
Chippy, chippy, chippy. Wiggle hot, Alibaba.
Put that pussy on me, don't be running from me.
I don't even know her name. She's so caught in the hype. It's okay, baby, cause I'm a millionaire for life. I got bitches.
So that was when I first started DJing. I kind of just listened to I listened to like a mix. I like what we call in the black community trap music, and then this kind of was taught to us. As a kid, I couldn't listen to it. However, I you know that you're grown, you just like you know the instruments and just the intention that went behind, the music was really catchy, upbeat, something that you would hear when you're out in the club. A lot of people that are more bourgeois, they're like, I don't want to hear this because it's some people will like stay low vibrational, but I think it tells like for some people a story of resilience. And you're in the club turning up, it's telling like you're just here. They're mainly turn up songs. So I know like I'm not gonna cap, but like in the woke like communities and stuff, they don't like it. It's like as if you're listening to like music that's for and they always bully the artist. Like they're like, it's like if you listen to music that's for teenagers, whereas like older people want to hear jazz and stuff. It's really what people believe. They're like, this is what like teenagers would listen to. For me, I'm a little bit more open with my music, and I don't put the people in the category of like, you just laugh at memes all day where they're like, just grow up, like you're grown here and you're this and that. I think it could get disrespectful. However, for me, it's really fun to hear like those beat drops in the club and stuff. I haven't really been to the club in a while, but I do have like strong club culture that is an influence. We go out to celebrate like bachelorette parties. We go out to celebrate, um, promotions and different stuff like that. So, club culture is very important to how we celebrate. It's celebratory. Um, so, for me, I kind of keep it there. I'm more like I always tell people like I'm a girl that enjoys kicking back a little bit more. I'm more the kickback girl, like I go to kickback and I bring like we bring like a dish or something. I'm more the kickback girl, but when it goes to club, you just have to dress up a little bit more. So like being invited to the club a lot, that's a lot of like expensive shoes, a lot of like sexy dresses and stuff. So club culture is kind of like you got to do a lot. You got to do a lot for club culture. So that's the kind of music that I would play is like the up tempo club culture hip hop. Something that you hear more in like the LA area, something you hear more in the East Coast area. So that's kind of my thing, but I do EDM as well. So if you're asking me like, oh, can you do this? Can you do that? I actually can do all. What do I listen to? Like if people were to sit here and be like, well, what kind of music do you listen to? Well, I listen to all. Um, However, I don't tell people this, but I'm ready to tell people I'm very jazz trained. So I grew up more so listening to like more jazz and like my older generation, they're very hard on us, which all of our family has versions of that, and they don't like hip hop at all. So like when I play hip hop in the household, it's like not shunned, but they're just like, oh no, like this isn't like what I'm listening to. But they're open, like we go to events, we don't have to cut it off. So our generation is very kind and open and mature. They don't cut it off, and all the little kids are like, "Oh man, oh man, that older generation, wallin'." They give us opportunity to turn up and be acting, and they'll dance too, but they don't prefer it. So I have a jazz background, and I tell a lot of people that, um, and really like deep jazz background. Like that's all I really could listen to. So I didn't know hip hop for a very long time. So, when I got older, it was my choice. Like I was like, no, I want to DJ this. And so a lot of people they don't agree or they don't listen to it. So they're like, oh well we'll come support you, but we don't listen to that. So a lot of times when I DJ, my friends are like, we don't listen to this stuff. Just put EDM because it's more neutral and they understand it. So um I get sad, but I introduce my friends. One thing that made me want to be a DJ is introducing a culture, introducing a sound. But I get to where like I'm picky with artists that I introduce to my friends. So I'll play certain artists, and my friends will be like, "I didn't like it. Go on ahead, put the EDM on." So I'm okay with that. Like I get rejected sometimes, or my friends are like, "This is slapping. I've never heard this before," and that's in our culture saying slapping means like it's a good song. So they'll be like, "This is slapping. I like this," and we'll keep it playing, and then they'll get to know an artist. A lot of my friends, they didn't really know the artist Lotto, and I featured her in my Rising Stars of 2023. And the girls, they don't listen to Lotto, but I had a lot of Lotto as a DJ, and she was like becoming popular with like the "Rip Me Out the Plastic" song. So the girls were like, they're dancing all sexy and they were turned up, and they never experienced like other songs of Lotto because we live in like top 40s culture, and we don't really play like the artist to like resemble who the artist is, because back in the day, like DJ culture is like that company would pay that DJ to like distribute that artist song. So it's a culture behind DJing, or that DJ would be to that rap artist. So being a huge hip hop fan, the fact that like I didn't listen to hip hop until I was much older, um, I became a hip hop fan because I like poetry. So a lot of times, jazz really didn't help um, with the emotions, but it did help with like with my homework and stuff like that. So a lot of teachers, they would um, teach me like poetry, but in just an English setting. And behind the scenes, I would just write poetry. Just like it would be like I felt like I was like on some Shakespeare stuff. Like if I had a crush, I would write poetry, but I never was rejected. Like I would write poetry like to my crush, and I would be dating them. It was very cute to me, but I don't tell people this because it's like different, but I just view like literature as a very important thing and very important part of my journey. I'm not an art person, but I like art. It's a distinction. I'm nerd. Like I'm calculations and all this different stuff. So when like art's around me, like I'm like, but art is very important. So I could fuse the two. And like as a kid, if I didn't know how to explain something to somebody, I'd just be like, okay, I'm gonna write them a poem. And a lot of my friends do that too. Like they don't do it like as much, but I have some friends like when things don't make sense to us, like they would give me a poem. Like if I'm sad, they would send me a poem. So I think poetry is very important to me. So that's why I kind of flowed a little bit more to rap culture. Originally, like 80s and 90s, it's rhythm and poetry. So rap is essentially poetry. Um, so it doesn't have to be where we attack artists. That's their form of poetry. So I really do like it. It's them telling their story, and it's like imagine like those teachers talk to those unfortunate people or fortunate people, and they were having a breakdown. The poetry is like their connection to the audience. I don't really hear that in jazz. Jazz is more instruments, and I love instruments. I have favorite instruments. I can discuss that like on the side. I won't tell you because who knows. But I do have favorite instruments, and I play instruments as well. And I just grew up playing instruments. I perform playing instruments, um, and just had a lot of fun with it. I don't like sharing like what like I am when it comes to like that world. So the only way I know how to express and share myself to people is through being a DJ, because I'm very, I guess one can say, eclectic. And as a kid, like I said, I was not in like when I was older, but when I was young, like very to like the instrument world, and I would do a lot of performances, and like I said, jazz based. So I'm more so jazz when it comes to instruments. And so I love jazz because of that, and I had some powerful teachers when it came to. I'm getting emotional. As you probably know it's important to me, but I had some powerful teachers when it comes to like being jazz based. And I had so much fun with having like a jazz background, but with like instruments. So I don't tell people that like too much, but I wanted to share. So when you just come from like having like that jazz background and you play instruments and stuff, you kind of want different. Like when you off, you know, like when you Jake from State Farm, like you got the State Farm outfit, but when you pop out on Folk and them, like you got the like you got the Montclair, you got the outfit on, but it's not the Jake from State Farm outfit. That's kind of how it is when like you do jazz and stuff. Like you just pop out on it and you're just like, I want to hear something different. I play these instruments and stuff like that. So it's kind of like I like listening to like what the lyrics are and stuff like that. Some people don't listen to lyrics and they really don't have to. Um, so we're just going through the live action version of the first week. It's actually kind of a lot. I can share with you guys like what I created with it or not. But I created some really cool things with this program. So with the specific, um, you have to say you have to define your goals clearly, and you have to track your progress. You know, that's one thing I have to work on is the measurable metrics. So this section teaches you how to track your progress. Most of you guys do measurable through analytics. Analytics is a form of a SMART goal. If the company has a SMART goal, their analytics, and the reason why you guys are so attached to analytics is because you want measurable metrics. So if you say, oh no, I don't have SMART goals, you absolutely need SMART goals if you're attached to KPIs. Now, where do KPIs come from? Where do KPIs fall in? Like what do I do with KPIs? Okay, so what we're gonna do is KPIs would be a little bit more attached to your excuse me. So I'm just showing you a review of what we're looking at. So it goes from the 3 SMART goals. You break down your small goals into actionable steps. You choose your key obstacles and solutions. Then you go into your mission statement with your digital product. This isn't for your company. This is just your digital product. And then you're going to conduct a personal productivity audit. You're going to visualize success and create your affirmations exercises. And then you're going to reflect and refine your goals, because if we're living in I'm not good enough, I'm a failure, you need to create day 6 like every single day. But week 1 is the foundation. So what a foundation means is it's when you lay down the mold. So basically you will be doing week 1. This is the reason why I want you to get the demo. You'll be doing this like every single day of the 26 week challenge. So you'll be defining your SMART goals for your digital product every single day in the morning. You'll break down your goals into actionable steps every single morning, and then you'll identify your key obstacles and solutions. You'll know your mission statement. I kind of want you to recite your mission statement every single morning, and when you recite your mission statement, you will create your funnels. You know, um, then you will do your personal productivity audit and it will align to your mission statement. Like everything needs to align to your mission statement. I notice with some people, you aren't aligning to your mission statement. Then, if your mission statement doesn't feel like a truth for you, you need to visualize success and use your affirmations exercises in day 6. So, I want week 1 to be implemented throughout your week with the challenge. So this kind of breaks down why SMART goals are important for your business. They bring clarity, they challenge you, they create commitment, they create feedback, and they create task complexity. You can actually break down big goals into manageable steps. So if I'm not good enough, we're not listening to that because we're committing and we're breaking down tasks into manageable steps, bringing clarity in the end. So you have to identify the processes to achieve it. So how do you do that? Your mission statement. So you'll have big goals, you'll have small goals, and you'll have quick wins. A lot of people kind of live in quick wins, but who cares? Quick wins matter, you know? However, you need the big goals too. So if you're avoiding those big goals, our challenge is perfect for you because goals increase brand awareness online. You want brand awareness online. This is how we link KPIs to SMART goals. Why do I need those metrics? Because you want to increase brand awareness online. And the objectives is to grow your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your social media by 100%. You want to increase engagement by 50% per post. So these are your objectives. You want to increase virality and shareability of the content, and you want to generate 50% more traffic on your website. So in order to do that, you need to know your goal. What is my goal with doing this? Because sometimes you'll be like, this isn't possible, these objectives. My goal is to increase brand awareness online, but I kind of think that's a small goal. If you want to increase brand awareness online, your mission statement should tie to that. I want to create a sense of belongingness in my community. So if I create a sense of belongingness in my community as my mission, that goal will be easier. I want to create a sense of belongingness. So anytime I have to increase brand awareness online, I can create polls or I can create like venting sessions where we're just venting about like whatever we need to vent about. And guess what? They go to you every Thursday, like um talk Thursdays. It's usually Tuesdays. So we'll say like talk Tuesdays and it says vent why that goal isn't being processed or why that goal isn't being accomplished. And you're like, well, you know what? The Netflix got me, you know. I watched about 8 seasons of we'll say like Ozark or something. I watched about 8 seasons of Ozark, or I watched about 8 seasons of I don't even know what's out right now, but I watched about 8 seasons. For me, for a while, I was watching like Guinea in Georgia. And it's not like kid themes, you know, but say you watch all those seasons. Well, you have the goal to increase brand awareness online and you'll tiptoe in it. But if your mission is to create belongingness, you can actually integrate when you won't be as sneaky. You can integrate when you're not doing what you need to do. And you can create like talk Tuesdays where you're like, oh, just so you know, I was being sneaky and I was watching Guinea and Georgia and I'm in season 5. But just so you know, my goal is to create brand awareness. So now your brand is aware that I'm procrastinating. That's how you can stick to your goals. But if you're hiding and you're not looking at your mission, you can't really tell those truths to your audience. And guess what? It's going to increase your engagement by maybe 65% because people are laughing at themselves. So, what are you getting in metrics? You're getting new numbers of fans because now you've tapped into a new niche of people that they want to feel like they belong when they procrastinate. So now your numbers of likes and comments will go up. Your hashtags will go up because it'll be like Talk Tuesdays. We're spilling tea on um, we're spilling tea on procrastinating. And so now you're looking at a 65% growth in page views and visitors. And these are the metrics. But when you just focus on the goals, you actually will be sneaky. So you need strategy. And your strategy would be memorizing your mission statement over and over again. So tactics is when you put the intent into action, but you need strategy because that is the intent. It determines how it should be done. So what I gave you right now was a strategy, but it's a tactic to the strategy. So it creates the intent to go into action. I was binge watching this show for 5 seasons and I realized I made the goal of brand awareness increasing. Crazy me to commit to something like that. Here goes commitment issues, and then so you look at the goal would be to achieve a milestone, and you created a strategy which is supporting you, and your logic. So if your logic is you know, to continue by all means, people can support you and that becomes a strategy. Then you look at strategy versus tactics. It's the group of actions you will take to fulfill the strategy and succeed. So if you want to fulfill the strategy, you're going to need tactics. Tactics would be telling on yourself, but making it funny. So we have that in here for you to study. So this explains it better. So you go into where it teaches KPIs linked with goals because you're probably like just focus on KPIs. You need goals with your. Then what I just explained, we break it down in part two. Now we build on it, and you start to see that you do need your purpose and vision for your goals. So create indelible memories. Then your goals is to be centered to more storytelling in social media. So if you want to create memories with your belonging, you need to center more on storytelling in social media. So then your objective is to publish excellent blog content at least 6 times a month. So you can actually split that up. Like if you're watching 5 seasons, you could split that telling on yourself into 6 different times in the month, and you can increase do that. So this tells you what I just explained. So you're looking at goals, objectives, metrics, and this is how it links to KPIs. Now you're seeing how if you want to master the tactic, you have to include the purpose and the vision. Every day you have to know what your purpose and your vision for posting is. And you submit here. So this will now show that you have a strategic plan. So before you continue on with me, your teacher would need you to create a strategic plan for your 2025 digital product. So here you go. You have to know why are we doing this, and then when you know why are we doing this, you have to have your depth goals. So say we want 3 goals for this, so you'll have your 3 goals. Then you'll go up here. Well, why is these 3 goals? Well, belongingness. And then so you'll be a contribution more because you're like, I need more people to belong. Like belonging matters. I have to do this so more people that are at home all by themselves, sad, depressed, they can laugh and they can push through their goals. So then you look at like after you know that you matter to the belonging and making belonging a thing, you look at what do we want to accomplish? And those are those 3 goals. How will we achieve our goal? And then you create your tactics here and then you submit that to us. And I will hold you accountable to that plan throughout the 6 months. It tells you why a strong mission statement is crucial. We kind of went over that. Um, if you're living in indecisiveness and you lack clarity, here are the quizlet things. So a personal mission statement is basically an objective that's important to your values, the title, adverb, what you do, specific action. So basically, it sounds like as a collaborative editor of creative fiction and nonfiction, I passionately guide writers to unearth the unseen potential of their work through detail oriented proofreading, unbiased, and sincere feedback, and an intuitive mental sonar device for you and your mistakes. So you basically are an editor, but you say it in a funny way, and your mission is to be the intuitive sonar for people's mistakes. Because what is it? We're unearthing the unseen. Like we don't know. You don't know. And it's not stupid. It's just you make mistakes. So this is where you will create your mission statement. And we want you to integrate our tools now. And you can use Trello or Asana. A lot of people use Notion, Evernote, but you can use this and you would put all that stuff into your Notion or your Trello or your Asana. And once you have that in your resources, you will start to like build your content upon that mission statement inside your Notion, Asana, or Trello. And then MindMeister is for goal mapping. So you will look at vision versus mission. And this is your future objective. A lot of people they on companies, they're more so the vision, you know. Um, a lot of companies are more vision, but when I ask people like before on my channel, on my page, and in my brand, I ask what's your mission statement. This is when the employee get cray cray, get bone quickly on people. You ask them, well, what's your mission statement? And this is how you could support the company as a consumer and as a functional relationship that we developed here. So we are in module 4. Um, so this is the standards. So a functional relationship is repeat interactions and consistent service. Consistent quality. So we expect consistent quality and loyalty. The deliverable is develop systems that ensure consistent customer engagement and loyalty. So if your company wants to ensure loyalty, um, I've 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 told you guys it would be the mission statement. That's the present tense. It's what matters today. The vision is what we will get to in the future. So no, it isn't the vision. It's your mission statement. When you do reviews, you memorize your mission statement. That is very important to you because that is the present tense thing that you are supposed to be worried about. Why do you do this? Because people forget. I'm coming to work, I'm clocking in for just a paycheck. I got to know I'm here for kindness. I'm here for, some people say empathy. Some of your policies say empathy and you didn't turned up on me and I didn't cried in the car. I didn't have to. So what is the mission statement? The American Lung Association, this is just online. Mission is to save lives by improving lung health and preventing lung disease. We do this through education, advocacy, and research. So if I tell you to research something, which I probably don't have the note, like I don't have the authority to tell you, but if I tell you to research something and you're like, we don't do that, actually, ma'am, your mission statement does say. But then you'd have to explain to the customer, like if we want to keep you like um aware, you have to explain to the customer we don't research on the spot. This is like prolonged research. So some mission statements wouldn't work if you want to hold them accountable. So when it comes to this mission statement, this person says from the beginning, our mission has been to organize the world's information, um, excuse me, and yikes, it's not letting me, and make it university accessible and usable. Today people around the world turn to search to find information and learn topics of interest and make important decisions. We consider it a privilege to be able to help as technology continues to evolve. Our commitment will always be the same, helping everyone find the information needed. So their mission is, even though that technology evolving and stuff, we finna help you because we are a university and that's what we do. Um, so yeah, those are your mission statements. So when companies forget, mission statement reminds you of the present tense, and you can even look at the vision statement if the present tense is not um, inspire you, and you can look at what we're building for the future. So you will submit here once you create all that. Boom, and this is all just like week 1. Then you will have your digital product roadmap, and this is what you'll create next. You'll create your little circle, and so I seen this circle with value propositions, and so you'll have your vision up here, your mission, and you'll have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 objectives. Our 8 objectives, we've told you them. Our 8 objectives. Our 8 objectives are on our specifications. So here we go. Here are our 8 objectives. So these will be what will go in that circle, and your mission will be on the inside of it. So this is your objectives around the circle, and this will be your digital product roadmap template. So your objectives will be all around here, your vision on the top, your mission on the bottom. And this is what you'll submit to me, and then I'll know like your brand personality, all this different stuff, and I'll be holding you accountable throughout the 6-month digital product challenge. Where are we at in time? We're about to close this up. Okay. So we're almost done with the overview. We might not go into where you're looking at other weeks because I think this is very important to look at. I really love how the first week is developed. So then this is how you do a time audit. Um, you just want to just be auditing what you're up to. You know, am I BSing? Yeah, and it's okay. And you can even, tell on yourself again. So time management strategies for work, track your time usage, Tony Robbins RPM method, time blocking, plan tomorrow's task. I need to work on that. Log your daily routine, automate tasks, understand the 80-20 rule. I've been working really with the 80-20 rule. I still got to implement it. The most I can do the primordial because I could kind of go over in time. So I need the primordial. Here, Mr. Tony Robbins explains his rapid planning method. I've integrated a video. And then here, we get clear on what a massive action plan is. I really enjoy Tony Robbins. I think he explains stuff so clear. So I included him as a resource here. So he has resources online that I just put here. They're free to grab. But I do you see his emblem is right here. So please respect him. His emblem is trademarked right there. Then we have the procrastination purge. All this stuff. If someone talks crap, it's on our Pinterest, on our Evaloutionized Marketing Pinterest, and you can see who the author is because it's an individualized thing. I know this is on a web page, but all this stuff is like in an open uh, how do you say open Pinterest catalog or board, open Pinterest board, and you can see who the author is. I'm not taking this information. I've pinned it where everyone can get this from our Pinterest board on my business, and this is just for my students. But I do throughout the course let people know that this is on Pinterest, and they have access to my Pinterest as a resource as well. You submit your stuff here. You have a maximum size of 100 MB, and it reminds you that here. And this is role of mindset in achieving goals. You have to have the mindset. So the science behind visualization, I'm not going to just throw you out there to visualize. You need to know the science behind it, how to craft successful affirmations, and developing a winning mindset. So a lot of people use vision boards. So all this stuff, when you submit it to me, when you start getting depressed or start getting into your moodiness and you're like, month 4, you're like, I can't do it. I'm going to like show you your vision board, or we're going to review your vision board when we do coaching. So what's important to you? Fame, creativity is important to you, and wisdom. So when you do your vision board, I know what's important to you, and I just hold you accountable. Then we go deeper into the questions. And then you start to make stuff like this, your vision board. Then so this is your 7 areas of life for goal setting. This will be the same thing here. Then you're going to learn how to do morning affirmations, and you're going to create your own. Every challenge I face is an opportunity for growth. I trust the process of life and allow it to unfold naturally. I'm grateful for the present moment and all it brings. My mind is focused, my heart is open, and I'm unstoppable. This is the stuff you say in the morning. I put some that I created here. and select 100 MB. So then we ask you a cute little survey, how you like it so far. You say, hey, it's good, it's whatever, and I'll know what we're up to. Then this is mastering time management. So, it can go on and we can kind of jump into module 15. So module 15 is you're starting to get into day 56, and this is where you will do your experiment plan. And a lot of the stuff I looked at, like all the stuff that was working. So this is what, when you catch up, you get to day 56 after you do that, and then you'll look at um like your goals, like your KPI goals, your SMART goals. You want to increase engagement by 20%. So you'll create your hypothesis here, right? And you'll be testing them. Okay, I want to put a short form video, and I want to expand my engagement by 20%. No, my hypothesis, it's like science. No, my hypothesis is we're going to use call to actions to increase leads. So this is what we'll start to do when it comes to like your experiment plan. You'll give me your experiment plan and you'll test your hypothesis. Okay, I A/B tested. I thought if I did Instagram and Facebook, it will improve my engagement, but it was actually just the subject lines and the direct call to actions that increased my conversions by 15%. Um, so you'll do your hypothesis and you'll figure out what works. Here I felt like putting those heavy assignments together didn't matter because we're more advanced here. So you won't be submitting as much. You'll just kind of be learning. So you'll learn here and you'll learn like how I want you to A/B test. You'll have your audience segmentation, and then this is what it's teaching you after you will watch you'll watch a PowerPoint. So oops, that's kind of, so with this one I kind of just showed it, but how do I, so I'm gonna zoom in so you can't see everything. um So this is week 8. This is your soft launch and feedback. And so the focus is preparing for a small scale release. Um, so this is like your soft launch. So it's to learn to enjoy feedback and release and gather feedback and refine your digital products. So by day 52, you should know how to set up a basic email sequence to welcome users. Um, so I'm trying to see. Oh, so here, this is where your PowerPoint will be. And so you will look at your PowerPoint. And when you look at your PowerPoint, that's when we'll come here, and that's when we'll go to just teaching different stuff, because the PowerPoint will teach all that you need to know, and then we'll do this and that, and then we'll start submitting your assignments, which it's all A/B testing, so it will be like kind of hard to submit, but you're just gonna send me your experiment plan, your hypothesis, and stuff. So that's kind of what we'll be doing, and that's what's available to you. So I just want to thank you for your time, because you didn't really have to join and engage like you did. So I want to thank you for I've been demonstrating for about 2 hours now. So I just want to thank you for your time. I'm going to continue into Canva and just stay on track. However, we're done. But that's just your first look at the 180-day challenge if you haven't joined and subscribed yet. So that ends September 17th, 2025. So it's still time to join if you're more advanced. So don't kick yourself if you're like, oh, I didn't trust and I didn't know and I didn't join. We're only, we should be, I kind of want everybody, you know, to catch up to where it is there. Um, but let me see. So I have everything in my calendar. I don't, like, when it comes to like thinking out loud, it's really like, you really don't. But so So we're caught up to like day 56, and I'll be putting different stuff. So we're all caught up. You should be when you join, you should be already ready to do module 15, and I'm going to start to put more stuff in there. So module 15 has we're almost like in day like 70 and like further in. So if you're just now joining, you will be a little bit behind as we are in our month of um so when it's 2 months, that would be how many days would be 2 months. So there's let's see, 30 days in a month, and then 2 months would be 60. So we're in month two. And so being in month two, you will be um you will be at like the 50 or 60 mark, but you can, I think, if you were to jump in, um the the excuse me, I'm you guys are probably like, is she okay? Yeah, I'm not a good multitasker. Um, you should be like sneaking into the 40-day mark, but you should be like implementing and getting your strategy into this, like almost going into the 70 month. So what you see here is we are building the structure and offer development right now. Currently, we're in month 2 through 3, so you're halfway there. You could still kind of join, and you can create your digital product. You will do weekly sprints to develop modules or chapters. So which product are you guys creating by seeing this today? Um, hmm. So we're looking at brand messaging and communications, and then we're also looking at community building and engaging. So we're going into that, and we're just going to conclude this because we're done. Um, so that I didn't do. Um, but when it comes to community building and engaging, I kind of have like notes elsewhere, so we'll look at that. So when it comes to community building and engaging, you're really going to look at your tofu, mofu, and bofu. So emotional would be entertaining, and that will be tofu, and that's like emotional and awareness would be entertaining, and then bofu would be inspiring. So when you look at community building and engagement, you're going to be more so in the bofu. So that's really the bottom of the funnel. And the bottom of the funnel is going to be a little bit more chaotic to start from, because when you're inspiring people, that's because you are an inspiration. So when we're doing community building and engagement, that's where you'll have the celebrity endorsements. That's where you'll have like the widgets, like the quiz, because that's at the bottom of the funnel. Like you already know what I do, you know. Um, that's where you'll have the reviews. That's where you'll have the huge soirees and events. So like when the influencers fly out to like Sephora's event, that's because that's a bofu. You already know who Sephora is. You've already made your purchases. And so that's bottom of the funnel stuff. So when you're community building, all that is bottom of the funnel things. Community forums like Discord Hive said. So that's like a loyalty service for your community. So when you are looking to make this four with this spread out 4-day webinar series, your path is to profit, and our job is to focus on how we can make a 6-figure leap with this webinar. um, when you enroll into the challenge, you already know what's expected of you, and that's commitment, resiliency, and just being results driven, right? So you've seen like the tools that we have available for you. So this is, what you would need to get there. Like this would be like the fastest way to get there. And the fastest way to get there is clarity, right? So in the beginning I asked what was it that was important to you? Clarity, passive income, or let's see, taking over a market. So, what you get with the digital product challenge is 24/7 access to our interactive portal with weekly action plans. You get launch kits, which are plug and play templates, scripts, and launch kits, and you get consultations. So, it's not one size fit all, it's for everybody. So, my thing is, if you are someone that lacks clarity, you have 24/7 access to our portal, and you have 24/7 access to weekly action plans if you lack clarity, right? If you want passive income, you have launch kits, and then you have our platform PayHip. And what PayHip does is it's really you pay after you I don't know if I've explained this later, but you pay after. So when you launch your digital products, say you make about we'll say you make like 5K for the month. You owe PayHip 5%, and then you just start to pay your subscriptions now. It's a pay as you go thing. This is why I chose the platform. So if you don't have that much money right now, there is no excuse, because PayHip, you literally pay them 5% each time you make money. And that is not something that is a um, option when it comes to other platforms. Other platforms, you have to do the subscription and then you'll start to get paid. This one, you launch your product, do get your landing page together that I showed you, and then you pay hip 5%. So if you do your digital products in a month and you make 5K that month, you have to PayHip $250 or $500, whatever your agreement with PayHip is, but it would be $250. So why wouldn't you do our digital product challenge when it's no upfront fees? Now you guys do this with cars. Like when it comes to cars, it says no upfront fees. I chose the platform of PayHip because it is no upfront fees, but you do pay once you start making money, and that's 5%. So it's a beautiful platform if you are looking for passive income and passive income now. Like, say, I wouldn't suggest doing this when you're struggling, but say if you have the leverage to, pay 250 later, you can, and then you can subscribe to the $90 um, subscription monthly. And then so every time you spend $90 a month, you can make almost, there's no cap on what you can make. You can make almost $150 in the month, and all you're paying is a subscription of $90 a month with this platform. Next, you have consultations. So if you want to be the authority in your niche, we have monthly coaching calls included within the digital product challenge course. So we have a limited amount. However, if you purchase the bundle, and if you do the 200 a month and you do a minimum of 3 month commitment, you have those consultations just in case you want to take over a market. So that's what's available for you guys today. Also, what we will be looking at is when you challenge yourself, you get a content calendar from us, and then you get resources. So we'll teach you how to use these resources like Notion and different stuff to get your content pillars going. And then the freebie today is that um, our bonus for attending our webinar series is for the next 48 hours. If you DM us lead, we will send you an ebook for free. I want it to be better than that. So when you subscribe to our newsletter on PayHip, I will send you in the next 48 hours our ebook. And you will get that for attending our webinar series today. And I'm thinking about giving you guys like some other really cool freebies. Because I'm just so excited. Like I just live in excitement. So now we are doing question and answers, and I'm just gonna put the music and you guys can do question and answers. So for fun, if you don't want to do question and answers, you can drop like a cool little product idea that you can leave for someone. And this could be like a freebie too, like on live, like I'll map your first week or something like that. So I'm gonna leave the floor for you all to have question and answers because this is our last day. So yeah, it is her last day. So you could get all sad and stuff, but it is. So yeah, question and answers now. Um and in that, um let us know. Let us know what you need. And if you want to have some fun, you can drop some product ideas, and we're gonna put the music back on. So give us like 5 minutes for question answers. Well, it says like 15 to 20 minutes. I don't know if you guys want to do that, but